What's going on, team? It's your boy G, aka Ginato Sensei. We back at it again with another episode of Ginato Explain. Man, today's episode we're gonna be talking about Eren Yeager. Let's get it.
Spoiler alert, this is your one and only chance to get off of this video. If you stay on this video prior to this, your fault. Don't blame me, okay? I just want to talk about whatever we're talking about today. I don't know exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about something. So y'all already know what we do, man. I shouldn't have to tell y'all, but it's okay because I'm going to tell y'all anyway because I love y'all. So let's get right into this video. Hope y'all like it.
Okay. So, as you guys know, we usually do a, weekly, or not necessarily weekly, but anytime a Attack on Titan episode comes out, we usually do a Ginato Explains covering, the basics of the episode. But, these last few episodes have been pretty dialogue heavy. Nothing pretty much like, action packed has happened. And I've covered, most of the episodes during this, lull period. But, with the last episode ending with Eren not only leaving the military, but pulling up on the scouts and basically going to have a shakedown at this point. And a lot of people have been wondering, including myself, why did this happen, but why is Eren, going on the dark side? Why is he taking matter into his own hands to this extent? We're all supposed to be on one team at this point, and Eren's making plays from behind the scenes, bro. Literally. This mutiny started a little while ago with that group of soldiers who, released sensitive information out to the people. Their goal was to make the military the enemy just because of the way that they're handling things. Eren devouring the Warhammer Titan and all the things that happened while they were in the city prior to, all of this happening. You would think that they would, be a little bit more offensive in their attack against Marley. And there's a lot of moving parts to this. Politics and family ties are, kind of getting in the way of doing what needs to be done. And Eren's pretty much had enough of that. So in this episode, I'm going to be basically giving you guys my thoughts on why Eren basically turned evil, why Eren, quote unquote, has turned his back on everybody. We still have yet to finish the series, but I definitely wanted to just give my thoughts on it because you can see it coming from a mile away. So let's get right into it. So one thing that I really like about, Attack on Titan is that, there's a lot of parallels that, can be related to not necessarily real life, but just real life situations. So, in life, you're going to have to play politics, and you're not always going to have the final say to things, even if you might feel like you know exactly what you need to do. There are a lot of times there's an order of operations to things. And since the time that we've met Eren and his character as he's developed from this little scared kid to, this true warrior that, we see, he has always been outspoken, always has been just a go-getter, moving on just pure instinct and passion. And with the, loss of his mom and just his messed up family origin in general, you can get a good understanding of why Eren has a few screws loose. Now, personally, for me, I think that, in a lot of instances, I can, understand where he's coming from in this instance, in this, just in this world. But a lot of times he makes a lot of rash decisions and doesn't, not necessarily doesn't think about the consequences, but, with his mentality, it's kind of like the ends justify the means. So, if everything, works out for him specifically and for his goals, he's gonna do it. No matter if there's laws such as when Sasha got shot. Now, he didn't plan for this to happen. This was kind of like a freak accident, but he is the cause of all of this transpiring because he was the one that snuck away and found his way into the Marleyan army and started this whole battle, knowing that the Peruvians cannot afford to lose Eren, so they're going to obviously back him up. So he's been taking advantage of this system just because he knows how important he is now for a while. And with constant rejection from the higher ups in the military, them considering Zeke's proposal, which is crazy in itself, which includes breeding programs and stuff like that for historian, whoever inherits Eren's Titan. This is crazy. It's crazy, but I can understand where he's coming from now. I don't think he's doing the right thing, obviously, but you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture of everything that has transpired to lead him to this point. You even have characters like Levi, after hearing the news of Eren mutiny, he's contemplating like, man, did I make the right decision? I could have, been cut Eren down. I could have done something to, prevent a lot of this from happening. I stuck up for him in the beginning type stuff, like, and it's a lot of people do this in the show because this is a very like deep show, and you see the progression of a lot of these characters that you wouldn't necessarily see a lot of times in different animes, because pretty much a lot of these people are not just like fodder. Like, yes, it's a military, but the people that have specific roles, such as like the red-haired dude, like he is a menace. A lot of them are just tired of all of the loss, all of the things that normal people should not have to go through. So they're trying to not only end this war as fast as possible, but do it by any means necessary. And to them, Eren is like the way. Like, he has like the most power right now, as far as like raw power, and with the military behind them and the country behind them, like what can they not accomplish at this point? Even though Eren can be a little arrogant, can jump into things ahead of time, he is pretty smart, and we don't know if exactly who came up with all of these plans. It could have been Zeke, that has been formulating and putting all these things into Eren's head this whole time. But I really think it comes from a pure place, bro, of just wanting all of this to stop, and Eren really feeling like he is the only one that can really stop it. With mastering his powers and the threat of the rumbling, like what's the point of waiting at this point? We had him on the ropes, we did what we came to do, we got a bonus Titan power, like and he's just literally unstoppable, and he's literally walking around with that feeling. Like, he just, anytime he walks in there, he just raises his hand like, yep, I cut myself, so y'all just let me go, because I will turn this joint up. Like, I'm not afraid to. And with him destroying the festival and killing all those innocent people, like people are not willing to test him. And I think this next episode will really be telling of just like his thought process of what his plans are, that now that he has left and is out here on his own. I'm assuming that he's going to ask Mikasa to come through with him and Armin, because they are the trio. But as far as everybody else, they not necessarily can kick rocks, because he cares very deeply about all of his friends. But if you get in his way, he's gonna go right through you. So I just think that he's not necessarily evil, but I just feel like he's out of options, at least in his brain. So like that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Those are my thoughts on Eren turning coat, and we're gonna see what he does next, bro. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys slap that like button down below for your boy. Subscribe to the channel for more, and let me know in the comment section like what you think of Eren right now. Where do you think he's gonna go from here? I'm an anime only watcher, so hopefully, like, please no spoilers, but I'm super curious of why you guys think that he is doing all this. Pretty much, I think it comes from a lot of trauma and just wanting everything to stop and just finish this, because he doesn't have a lot of time left. So yeah, that's all I got, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all did, smash that like button like I said, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing some guns. Be your boy G, and go. Peace.